we will not stop asking this particular question. Why is it that the United Nations allowed British Cameroon to achieve independence by joining? This is a question that many people are asking. And then I dropped a video recently and somebody drew my attention to the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 1514. And that is where I confirm that there was a manipulation regarding British Cameroon. And that manipulation came out of selfish interests from France and Britain. And United Nations was manipulated upon. There, the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 1514 affirmed independence for countries and people under colonial rule. And then this decision was taken on the 14th of December 1960. At this point, French Cameroon already achieved or gained independence, and Nigeria already gained their independence. British Cameroon at the middle now was remaining. And then this decision was taken that this country still remaining have to achieve their own independence. This declaration was also known as declaration on the granting of independence to colonial countries and people. It was not independence by joining. That decision was not independence by joining. It was independence by granting to them. Then the question is, why is it that a United Nations decided to set a plebiscite or question to British Cameroon, and instead to ask them to vote as one people, British Cameroon, they decided to separate them into two, British Northern Cameroon and British Southern Cameroon, to vote separately, because Britain wanted part of it and France wanted part of it. And this is a problem. This is the origin of the crisis in Southern Cameroon. And the only solution to this is for the United Nations to correct the mistake, the atrocity, the calamity they committed in 1961. And when you look through that, you discover that by then there were 98 countries at the United Nations. I'm talking about members of the United Nations by then. And then 89 of them voted for all colonial countries to be granted independence, to achieve their independence. Only 9 refused to vote, abstained from it. And these 9 include France, United Kingdom, United States of America, South Africa, and many others. And then when you see into it, you discover that they never wanted to. They never wanted to grant independence to these countries. And that is why till date, as we are talking 2025 today, there are still countries still under France. There are still countries that are still under Britain, United Kingdom. And British Cameroon was divided amongst themselves. Part joined Nigeria as British Northern Cameroon. Part joined French Cameroon as British Southern Cameroon. And today we are crying of insecurity because these people are not being treated well. Those in Nigeria, they are crying. Somebody came and also dropped a comment that no, those in Nigeria are not being treated as second-class citizens because Atiko was a vice president who is a British Northern Cameroonian. You forgot that Fonchan was a vice president in Cameroon, but Southern Cameroon are still being treated as second-class citizens. The whole issue that these two governments, when it comes to concerning British Cameroonians, they select the selfish one, the wicked one, those who can collaborate with them like Atanganji, and then join them into the government, so that when you want to talk, they say, no, we are not marginalizing them. This is one of them in high position. The only solution at this point now is for the United Nations to correct the atrocity they committed. That is my own point. Because it was clearly stated that the declaration on the granting of independence to colonial countries and people, not independence by joining. So where did this one come from? Because I searched to see whether there was anything within the United Nations decision that was taken called independence by joining. Where this one came from, I don't know. Only the United Nations can answer it. And if the answer is faster, it will be better for the people of British Cameroon and for Nigeria, Cameroon, and for international community and for everyone. Because when there is no peace, the whole world is in trouble. I am pleading with the government of Cameroon, the government of Nigeria, to fasten or facilitate this by even talking, because it is disturbing their own country also. The problem within this place at the border of Nigeria and Cameroon is causing a lot of trouble with Nigeria and Cameroon. So they have to. The Bakassi crisis came because of disorder. If British Cameroon was granted independence as that was a country, there wouldn't have been anything like the Bakassi crisis in Cameroon. And today the crisis is still on. I am pleading with the United Nations